Well, welcome back to the channel there, Papa's Posse. Once again, it's time for another reading from Papa's comic books, coffee, and more. Today's reading, oh, look at that. Crisis on Infinite Earths. First issue spectacular, number 1, from 1984. This book is by Wolfman and George Perez. Right there. Don't forget, right there. Now don't forget, this book and others are available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. Also, hit that subscribe button if you don't mind. I really appreciate that. Helps out the channel. Hit that thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Tell me what you thought and tell me what you want to hear. If it's in my library, we'll get it on for you if we have it. Okay. In the beginning, there was only one, a single black infinitude, so cold and dark for so very long, that even the burning light was imperceptible. But the light grew, and the infinitude surrendered, shuddered, and the darkness finally screamed as much in pain as in relief. For in that instant, a multiverse was born. A multiverse of worlds vibrating and replicating. A multiverse that should have been one became many. That was then. This is the planet Earth, and as many moments as it takes to comprehend its fate, this Earth will die. Don't you people understand that there is no hope in running? Or maybe they do understand. They see their world fraying, fading away before their terrified eyes. 10,000 years of civilization stolen without explanations or alternatives. Oh, they understand all too well, but they run because they fear prayer is not enough. While I cannot run from their plague, which swallows earth after earth, no, I am drawn to it, forced to observe the earth's rattle of the multiverse. How much longer must I suffer for my sins before I may be spared the witnessing of these horrors? Let me die along with... No! I'm disappearing again. Another earth is to be swallowed by the dark, and I must attend as I have the hundreds which have died before it. This is Earth 3. Its universe is about to reach the end of its existence. Ultraman, it's no use. Even my power ring can't seal the volcanoes fast enough. Nature's gone insane. It's more than nature, power ring. It's the entire universe. I've used my telescopic vision, and we're the only world that remains. But with all the power we possess, certainly we can stop the madness. I've changed the course of mighty oceans. Don't tell me my super strength can't save my adopted planet. Power ring, summon the rest of the crime syndicate. Heaven help us, but we can't do this alone. They're already doing their best they can. But it's useless. I tell you, we're all going to die. Johnny Quick, I've never felt so helpless before. I know what you mean, Owlman. Do you really? For years we used our powers to make the masters of the earth. Nothing could stop us, not even the earth's sole superhero Luther. But now we're going to die, just like the rest of the chattel. Why? Why did the gods give us these powers if we can't use them to save our own lives? With all my powers, I can't save any of them. I feel so useless. That wall of antimatter dissolves all it touches. And not even my science can wait. Superwoman, what of the crime syndicate? She and the others have been trying to help save the earth. She doesn't realize the antimatter wall is Superwoman! Luther, what do you... no. Gone, as if she never existed. Lord, though we battled time and time again, I never wanted her to die like that. Her on the rest of the world. But it's over, and I'm to perish. Let it be at the side of my loving wife. Lois, the antimatter wall is spreading everywhere. My love, it's only a matter of time now. Alexander? I think I can die peacefully knowing I'm with you. But our son is so young. He's been cheated of living and knowing love. Alex, must he perish too? Come with me quickly. There's little time. There's hope. There must be. Without hope, all is lost. Johnny Quick! Johnny Quick! Where? It's everywhere, Power Ring. I use my Revel and my powers, but when I need them, the most, they're useless. It's ironic, isn't it? We've spent a lifetime terrorizing the world, yet our last moments alive are spent trying to save it. From the moment I first learned of the other Earths and the multiple dimensions, he appears. I strove to find some way to bridge the vibrational gap which separates us amidst the chaos and confusion. This is the prototype, large enough for only one, and he knows. We will die, but our son shall live. Ultraman, look! Who are you, man? I am called Pariah, and I mourn for this world about to die. No, mine is not the hand which slays worlds. Then you curse this, I'll kill you for. No, mine is not the hand that slays worlds. I can do nothing more than cry. Then I guess this is it. Ultraman, wait! What are you doing? What have I done all my life? I fight to the very end. Ultraman, Ultraman, don't leave me too, my love. And so the world ends, and our hopes and prayers live on. I know where other heroes live. They will care for our son. Farewell. May they treat with love. Lois, our time together has been all too brief, but you've given me a love this old scientist never thought he'd know. And you've given me more love than I had any right to expect. My husband, I love you. And Earth 3 is simply no more. A universe causes to be untold worlds fade from reality. But the top spins onward, vibrations vibrating between dimensions, moving from one to the one that is dead to one that soon might be. Earth 1, the satellite headquarters of the Justice League of America. The top settles, wading into the world's greatest heroes to remove its precious living cargo. But there is no movement here, no rescue to come. For unknown to Earth 3's greatest scientists, the headquarters has been abandoned and its electronic life ended. The baby sleeps, but his sleep is fitful. Fitful? While elsewhere, another satellite burns with life. It begins again, Lila, the shudder of one universe ending and the plaintive cry of another about to die. It is time, my dear, for us to act. Summoning. The Summoning by Wolfman and George Perez. July 1985. You know what to do and whom to summon. I do monitor, but I still fail to understand. Why not both Supermans and Wonder Womans? Why not the most powerful of those we've observed? I have analyzed all those power in the past, present, and future, and our greatest hope lies with both so-called heroes and villains fighting alongside each other. Yet, another alternative has been made available, one I could not have expected. Lila, energize now. While I retrieve the infant sent here from the planet called Earth. Now, monitor, I'll do as you ask, but I suggest you remember, we are equals. I will no longer tolerate being treated as your slave. She concentrates, and her body fairly explodes with power. Energized, the monitor said. Doesn't he understand the risk, she wonders? She reaches deep within herself, deep to the center of her being, and she senses each atom within her as an independent force. The universe once divided into many parts, each one different, independent, yet somehow weaker than the whole. Now each part suffers for the weakness destroyed one after another, because the very fabric of their being is too weak for its total defense. And now she is like the universe, most replicate as well. She must divide her power among many, each with power, yet each powerless as well. She is no longer the woman called Lila, with her power and mission. She becomes something new. She is now Harbinger, and she fears what may come next. As her mission begins, so does mine. For months I've observed the multiverse and the many planet Earths. But now, when all the ready doubts begin to form, I see my own Earth as well as the death of worlds. Ah, the future comes as it will. I can only help prepare the many pathways it may take. The Luther child, I need him now. She who now harbinger soars through the She who is now harbinger soars through the azure skies. Africa is not her destination. Yet not the Africa known to men, but the unknown and hidden from sight. An Africa known only to a very few. Gorilla City. Courage, your crime of murder is heinous, but we will not seek like retribution. I sentence you a conversion. Thank you, King Sullivan. Thank you. You are fair and just. You give me more than I deserve. Man's justice demands an eye for an eye, but we are apes, need to be so barbaric, and go and become a useful, productive citizen. Now, leave me there, our weightier troubles which plague me. Worried Sullivan, king of Gorilla City, returns to his private chambers. If my scientist reports are true, our planet faces deadly peril. I cannot understand why man has done nothing to Sullivan. We have need of you, a human here, but who besides the Flash knows we exist? The Monitor knows all, Sullivan. He has seen the birth of this city, as well as others hidden from the eyes of man. Come with me, Sullivan. A great adventure awaits. I go nowhere until by the great apes, my hand slips through you. King Sullivan, we heard you cry out. And what, a human? Capture her! You apes are more highly advanced than humans. Yet, like them, your first instinct is to violence. How sadly similar are your species. Stop her. She's disappearing, along with our king. And in the instant they are gone. The lush primitive African jungles give way to the sprawling sanitized cityscape of 13th century metropolis. Her name is Dawnstar and is one of the legion of superheroes, and her powerful wings gracefully carry her toward the recently rebuilt Legion's headquarters. Who called me here? It certainly wasn't Saturn's girl's telepathic summons, yet I somehow know it was a female voice, one I've never heard before, eh? That light, it's what's calling to me now. But it sped off so quickly that nobody could follow it. Nobody but Dawnstar. I am a tracker. I can follow one errant pebble spinning through the Mutarin asteroid belt. Not that I have to go that far. The light leads me to the suicide slum. I don't think I've ever come here before. Despite my powers, I usually avoid this area of the city. Ah, there's the light. Who are you? What do you want with me? No anger, no answer. Whoever's behind it, this is leading me on a merry chase. All right then, if it wants me to come to it, I will. Though I may regret playing these games. Delicate fingers tap across the computer's access buttons as Dawnstar prepares for whatever may come next. Yet, what comes next is completely unexpected. I need you, Dawnstar. Come with me now. Who? In an instant, the tracker from Star Haven vanishes. It is 1942 on Earth 2, a world trapped in the midst of another war. Bond rally. Oh, drat. This darn stove won't light. How will I ever get to make my cake ready in time? Take it easy, Kara. Find me some more matches and I'll see what I can do. Will you really, Danette? Gosh, you're a lifesaver. You know, for the rich society gal, you're a good egg. And you're not so bad yourself, Kara. She's gone. Thank God, thank goodness, I can light this stove without Kara's matches. Wonder what she'd say if she knew that rich society girl Danette really was also the flame-tossing superhero called Firebrand. Firebrand, we need you to come with me. Oh no, someone called me by my superhero name, revealed my secret identity. Everyone else is frozen in time. Who are you? How do you know who I am? Huh? Danette Riley, I am Harbinger, and we need you. Your planet is imperiled. Then let me call the rest of our all-star squadron. We can all help too. No, Danette, it is you I need. Or rather, it is Firebrand. Good grief, my costume. How did you do that? Please come with me, and all will be made clear. I don't know why I trust you, but I do. All right, how do we get to wherever we're going? Click our heels together and say there's no place like home? It's too late in the night city, normally a quiet time when most citizens are home watching TV, preparing for bed. Take my hand, Firebrand. We have 2 further stops to make before you make the monitor. They vanish, but the disappearance does not go unnoticed. Dark, sinister eyes widen with interest, and a deep, throaty laugh echoes throughout the room. How many are there? At least 3, maybe 4, and they've got hostage. This is Detective Carp. There's no reason for violence. Please free your hostages, and we'll talk. Now ain't that nice, Mr. Detective Man? We let this bimbo go and all your guns chop us into red meat. So now you listen hard. We want a chopper here in 15 minutes, fueled and ready to go. I also want cash, 100,000 or maybe 2. Hey, you guys listening? Jersey, turn around. Isn't it recognition grand? And here I thought I'd be forgotten after all this time. Bug, lower me a bit. Our friends here want to play rough. Hey, what big guns you doing have? Bet you have been feel like men. So what say we do something really manly, like a good old-fashioned fist fight? Folded up already? Gee, you're no fun. And here I was, all ready for a night out with the guns. Guess I'll just have to go and watch PBS. Uh-oh, that last kick knocked Slimy over the edge. No way, handsome, you're not escaping me that fast. You okay, miss? I think so. You saved me, Blue Beetle. Yeah, just my job. It goes with the blue union suit. Now the question is, do I toss Ugly down to the police or... Blue Beetle, come with me, please. Huh? Someone's calling? But who? Where? Hey, watch it. Don't drop me. Only if you say please. I am here, Blue Beetle, and I need you. Just one thing. Where in blazes did you come from? Your questions will be answered later. Please come with me now. This one lady who won't take no for an answer. And not, it's a lousy night for TV anyway. 45,000 years ago, the world was young, though hardly innocent. Where is Arian? The monitor will be furious if we cannot find him in time, and I'll have no excuse for my failure. Unaware that she is being observed, and when she at last realizes her plight. What? No, not you. It is far too late. Earth 2, the present. He is in here, Firebrand, confined to that institution. His powers have driven him quite mad. Stay behind. It is best if I secure him alone. Crazy! You're crazy to say I'm as sane as any man. But you know what all those emotions did to me. They give me headaches. I guess I wasn't good at Halstead was. Roger Hayden? The psycho-pirate powers are needed to help save the universe. Find Halstead. He was the first psycho-pirate. He was better than me. He knew how to handle all those emotions. Halstead is dead. It is you I want. But don't you just leave me alone. Why don't you turn around, Hayden? No, I don't want to. You'll give me those headaches all over again. You will feel no pain, Roger Hayden. You don't know what it's like, do you? The psycho-pirate affects emotions in others. Please, go away. I'm not well, but those emotions hurt me. No, you are needed, and you will come with me. You have it. I have all you need. We have one last visit to make, where your powers are needed. Then our true mission begins. 45,000 years ago. Atlantis, great golden gate, confined a jewel-spired city whose magnificence has yet to be qualified. While beyond its far-reaching borders, spires of ice continue their never-ending encroachment. Someday, soon, a great hero will stem the frozen tide. Someday, but not this day. He is Arion, high image, Lord of Atlantis. Strange, I feel energy abounding my power, growing because of it. Not that I needed increased power to perform the minor feat of sorcery. The day Arion can't form a simple bridge of ice, Atlantis may be well tremble in fear. This is a long book. Ironic, isn't it? I fight to stem the creeping ice from destroying Atlantis, yet I come here when I'm troubled because the vast flow is strangely comforting. Deidre's chain, that glow from the sky. Can it be? The women, are you sorceress? Aaron, Lord of Atlantis, your power is needed. Come with me. She prepares to attack. Well, let her. She'll learn Arion is no mere pup to be whipped. You make a mistake, sorcerer, one you will regret. By the mists, the stars, the stairs, the ice bridge, and its shafters, and I cannot conjure a spell of Leviathan. He falls, plunging toward the icy mist, but Harbinger speeds downward, cruel lips curled in delight. Still the sorcerer must not die, at least not yet, not until he demands it. And the last possible moment, Harbinger reacts, and the two vanish. Earth 1, the present. Firestorm is not happy tonight as he speeds across the night-cloaked city. There he goes. And there's definitely a reason why. She'd better be right about this. Instead of saving the Earth, I could be committing suicide. And that's not exactly my favorite pastime. Firestorm's nuclear power rearranges the atoms in the prison's wall, then reseals it as he passes through. Yep, that's her killer frost, probably my most dangerous enemy. Well, this is where we'd separate the boys from the idiots. Here goes nothing. I can heat up the ice gradually, bringing up the temperature to safely free her. Professor Stein, am I doing this the right way? I have no complaints, Ronald. Thanks. You do wonders for a guy's ego. Frosty, you okay? You freed me from Firestorm. Yeah, I know, it makes no sense, but you see, you've made a tragic mistake, Firestorm, and now you'll pay for it. You'll die, Firestorm, and then your bones will rot. Hey, I can automatically alter Frosty's ice picks into flowers till the cows eat them all. But we're not getting anywhere, are we? Harbinger, are you there, Harbinger? We're both here, Firestorm. Psycho Pirate, it's up to you, you know. I told you how much it'll hurt me, and I swore you'd feel no pain. Trust me. Okay, let me think, Harbinger. There's something I didn't tell you. As much as it hurts, once I start tampering with emotions, I never want to stop. Killer Frost, look at me. What are you doing, fool? Your face. I've changed my expression from madness to love. You feel love now, Killer Frost, don't you? Love for a man and love for Earth, and especially love for your enemy. Firestorm, why have we been fighting all this time? Uh-oh. I don't like the look of her eyes. I don't want to go anywhere. Stay here with me, my love. Yikes, Harbinger. You don't warn me about this. You didn't warn me about this. We've got so much to make up for. Don't resist me. We were made for each other. Yuck, kissing her's like smooching with an iceberg. Now I know what the Titanic felt like. I think I liked better when she tried to kill me. It is time for us to leave. You're frosty. I would go around the world with you, Firestorm. Just my luck. Yes, hurry back, Harbinger, for I fear our mutual enemy may not allow me much time for planning. Already another Earth has perished, and 5 heroes I needed are gone. Thus I dispatched your replicants to seek our others or replacements. Lila, when I first observed this Earth, knowing what was to come, when I found you half a dead child floating lost at sea, then I saved you, nurtured you, watched you grow into the womanhood these past 20 years. When I came to love you like the daughter I never had and never could, little did either of us know that one day you would be my killer. I fear for you, Lila. My life may be forfeit. But you, my dear, you hold in your hands the fate of the cosmos itself. Enter now the chamber deep inside the monitor satellite, for here the powers assembled. Here are all those who have thus far been brought from Earth's 1 and Earth's 2. Man, I haven't seen so many costumes since the last Halloween. And I bet none of them ever heard of the Blue Beetle. The satellite seems so much smaller from outside, yet inside it stretches on for miles. Well, the girl warned me, didn't she? Some of my enemies are here. Still, I am Simon, and I'm psychotic wars and virtually without limit. And oh, how I'd enjoy using them if the need arises. I know Absurdin, the squadron, recently met with his friends, but Superman looks so old, hardly the Man of Steel. I know so well. Well, I guess everybody ages. Danette, what have you gotten yourself into now? This place, its science rivals Earth's fair Atlantis. There is gnawing of the evil here, one which grows and chokes in the air. Yeah, I know them all. You see, there's Earth 2 Superman, and there's Geo-Force from the Outsiders talking with the Cyborg from the Teen Titans, and the rest, well, hey, quit nibbling my ear. The humans stare at me, then turn away. My presence here is uncomforting to them. Unlike us apes, they have not yet learned to look beyond the form to the soul that lives inside. Cyborg, do you realize the Harbinger's plea is a real one? If it isn't Geo-Force, then she spent bundle putting one of the heck of a practical joke. Firebrand, it's been Obsidian. She doesn't answer. I think she's as stunned as all this as I am. Man, can't find the power source. Running the satellite, and who's the monitor anyway? I heard rumors he was supplying weapons to criminals, but he is what he's been doing. Bring us here. Dr. Polaris does not like to be kept waiting. I demand to see the monitor now. Have to admit I'm getting a bit impatient myself. After all, what could threaten both Earth 2 and Earth 1? You know, everyone here, some of these guys give me the spooks. They watch us darkly growing. They watch eyes darkly growing. Your power friend, is it sorcery like my own? Hands off, creep, or you'll find out the hard way. They laugh, their voices coarse and guttural. Tell me, love. Tell me you love me as much as I love you. I'm going to barf if this keeps up much longer. Then again, she's not all that bad looking, maybe, and they await the word. Cyborg, Geo-Force, perhaps, dear friends, we should declare a truce of sorts. Domehead, you can't take that truce and shove it. Wait, Cyborg, perhaps we should listen to you silly little fool. I sense danger. Now it is the time. We are going to be attacked. Cry serves as their only warning for. Good grief, what are they? Shadows of Steams. Why are they attacking us? Don't you see? We've been set up. Harbinger lied to us. But with form and substance. Well, then we better do something. And we better do it fast. Only my power ring can't stop them. It's blasting through them like they are real shadows. It's begun, and I can't even help. I've integrated my replicants, drawing them inside me again, but with only moments to spare. I cannot separate for so long on my powers dissipate. And we, like the Earths themselves, would fade from existence. I am still so weak. Her powers fade, and with them Harbinger sees Lila's eyes close. Not knowing what they've awakened, one part of herself will have altered the rest. Living shadows like myself. Can I fight them, or could they destroy me? Obsidian, they're surrounding us. We need you. I'm ready, Superman. Count on me. None of this makes sense. There's no connection between most of us. We couldn't possibly have a common enemy. So why bring us here? Only to attack us? Stop your daydreaming, human. Don't you realize we've been brought in a war, and you're a human with wings? You're an ape that can talk, but reality holds surprises for everyone. Uh-oh. Something tells me Mrs. Horde's little son in some serious trouble here. I'm way out of my league. So what in blazes do I do about it? I'm blasting them back with my fire powers, but it only stuns them for a moment. They keep coming at me. We all got problems, lady. I'm slamming them with 1,000,000 decibels of Wi-Fi sound, and these things are just eating it up. They pass harmlessly through me while I'm in my shadow room. Well, at least that gives me an edge. And I'm not the kind of guy who lets slip the advantage. Deidre's chain, my spells only serve to slow down these beasts. Do not destroy them. Polaris, what manner of creature are you? Do me a favor, magic man. Stay back and give me room to breathe. It doesn't take much for the master of magnetism to yank up the metal flooring here and twist it into an inescapable prison. Then continue, friend. It makes little difference who succeeds as long as we do. Sanctimonious do-gooder, of course, it matters who wields the power. A fact you'll learn should I decide to destroy you. Not bad, icy lady. Between the three of us, we make a great team. My love, and I don't need you, Lantern. Go find another shadow demon to fight. My love, sheesh. How long is this gop gonna go on? Firestorm is attacking. Don't worry, Frosty. Long as I can rearrange a few stray atoms, your buns won't get a bruising. Sure you don't want to join me here, lover? Cyborg, punching them doesn't stop them. Yeah, so what else is new? Has anyone seen Harbinger since we got here? No, she vanished long ago. It was the female, surely she knew of this, and she'll suffer for it, my friend. Trust Simon for that. Then, like a sudden swelling of the sun, a burning, blinding, curserating light explodes in the dimly lit chamber. For a moment, no one can see, and in the instant, Obsidian is forced back into his non-shadow form, while the demon shadows and attackers fearfully flee from the deadly flash. Then the building moment ends. Still hard to see it. They're gone. But what happened? Look, there, a dark shape moving from the afterglow. This attack was not planned, but it is also known, not unexpected. Please do not blame poor Harbinger. Of all beings, she was not at fault. Here, let me dim these halls so you may see things clearly once more. And now, let me properly introduce myself. I am the Monitor. And I have summoned you here because your universe are about to die. This is the only beginning of Crisis: Infinite Earths. That was a long-ass read. And that was Crisis on Infinite Earths, #1 from 1984. Well, I hope you stay tuned and I hope you enjoyed it. And remember, this book and others is available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. Also, hit that sub button if you don't mind. Give me a thumbs up and give me a comment. And as Papa always says, until next time, Papa is finally out.